Hey, this is Kurt Isles. I want to welcome you to the Creek Bank. We're glad you joined us today. Now you can see we're not in the red rocker at the old house, and we're not in our usual chair, what I call the fern rocker. But today we're in a very, very special rocker. This also comes from the old house, and it's on loan to me right now. And it's at least as old as the red rocker at the old house, and it's a very unusual rocker. And my aunt Joanne, who's in her mid-70s, remembers sitting in it when she was a girl. So that gives you idea how long it's been around. Hey, I want to remind you before we get started sharing some stories that you can find out everything that's going on, especially about the release of Where I Come From here. And speaking of where I come from, here it is. This is our book. We're excited about it. It's just come in this week. Now, the only problem right now is only 10 copies of it. And my wife Dee Dee got number 1, and my mama got number 2. And the others are going to be spread out among my sons and editors. But coming on October 31st, you can order Where I Come From on Amazon. It's both a paperback here and as an ebook. And I hope you'll look at that. You can start pre-ordering ebooks come this Monday, the 25th. What I want to do instead of tell you some stories, I just want to go through the book and tell you several of my favorite quotes. I love quotes. I love quotes and songs. You'll like this one. It's one of my favorite songs by the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. It's called Standing on a Rock. You better get back to the country, because that's where we all come from. And that kind of sums up my book about where I come from. It's about going back to my roots and telling stories in this wonderful place I love called Dry Creek. Here's another one. It's one of my favorite quotes by a man named Wallace Stegner. Tell me who you are, and I'll tell you where you're from. That's in the story called Big Hearted People, which is actually the first chapter. Here's chapter 3, entitled The Old House. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23:7. Listen to this description. It's located at 30.6331 north and 93.0632 west. That's the end of Clayton Niles Road in Dry Creek, Louisiana. It's what we call the old house, and it's where I call home. Now, we're going to stop right there. We're going to, throughout the day, just read quotes to you and tell you more about the book, and look forward to being with you throughout the day here at the Creek Bank. I hope you'll share this YouTube with others. We really want to get our book out, not to be rich. You'll never be rich selling books like I do, or not to be famous. I want reach. I want this book that I believe in. I spent 9 months of my life writing it. I want this book to get as far out and as far deep as it can. And we need you to help us do that. Okay? See you next time.